Hello there, welcome back to another work in progress on this flanker build. As you can see, I've done quite a bit since last time I left you guys with that previous video. Um, so got the nose cone squared away, kind of sort of. I still got like two blemishes here that I need to get rid of, but it's only gonna happen with a light coat of paint, and it doesn't really matter because I still gotta. I just added the pitot tube here on front, or one of them, so I gotta paint that white too. So that takes care of two things. Oh my god, why is it not focusing, or is it my screen that's all messed up? I can't really tell. Why won't it focus? There we go. My goodness. Okay, then I went over the cockpit area here, give it another coat of that bluish color. Still gotta paint the sun visor for the instrument panel black, and add the photo etch head-up display frame on there. And on the cockpit, of course, I still gotta put the HUD on that one from the kit, since the photo etch part got lost. I did put the speed brake on, but there's an error on the instructions on this part. And let me show you real quick if I can. Oh man, sorry for the mess here, but okay, so on this part here, it calls out for part 839, which in the kit it has two pieces. This is a retracted one, so yeah, I actually needed to put 838. That way I can keep the speed brake in the open position there. So got that fixed. I still gotta paint over the nut marks there on the actuator. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, okay, so right now I'm working on a couple more photo etch pieces. So as you can see here, I scratched off the paint so I can add this piece on there. And that's for this here, one of the antennas that goes on top here. There we go, right there. But I don't think I'll be using the photo etch part for this antenna. I'm just gonna use the kit part, but I'm adding this because it adds just a little bit more detail. Basically some like rivet detail and stuff. If I can get it to focus here, I'll show you. Oh man, come on. There you go. So you can see that detail there, as opposed to the bare plastic part or piece there. So yeah, scratched off the paint so I can use some super glue on that, and yeah, add some other little photo etch pieces. So I'm thinking of, oh, by the way, here's a head-up display for the pilot. So I gotta do that. And I'm also gonna see if I can add these pieces there. And those are tiny, oh my gosh. And then of course those right there. And those pitot tube that goes on this side and also on the starboard side. I'm just gonna use the kit parts because they actually look more realistic than the photo etch pieces. And just other little antennas and sensors and stuff like that one right there. I'll see if I can add that one too. And once I get all that done, oh yeah, I see, and this one too there. Once I get those done, then I'll go ahead and of course paint those pieces, and then give it the final clear coat and then start weathering, and hopefully I can get this done before the end of the month. And God, I still need the missiles too, so that's another challenge. But it's coming along, so again, I'm trying to push this guy so I can finish it, but I might be able to finish the aircraft, but not with missiles, so wish me luck. Let's see how it goes. Alright, stay tuned for the next part. Alright, so week has passed. Back at it again. Yesterday I worked on the nose cone, so got that painted up. It's looking good. I did touch up on the interior canopy railings and stuff on the inside part, so that's good to go. All this area here, I still got to paint the sunscreen for the instrument panel for the pilot. As far as this antenna here goes, I did end up using the Photo H1 because the kit part, it was just too much trouble trying to send it off to get it to look, like an antenna aerodynamic instead of just like a thin rectangular piece. So I just said, I'll just go with the lesser of two evils. I did also catch one mistake that I did, and that would be the flare chaff dispensers. I had originally put them underneath, but I read the instructions wrong. And the reason I caught that is because I went to some hobby shop over here and looked around. I saw this book for flankers, so I started looking through it, and I caught this sensors here. I don't know if you can see them. Hold on a second. Well, they're right there. Let me see if I can get a bit of that right there. And I had those underneath too, but on the pictures, on the profile pictures, I saw this on top. I was like, oh, is that right? So upon looking at all the flankers, they had that antenna on the top part. So I was like, oh man, I messed up on mine. So got that corrected. So now I just gotta paint those some metallic color before I give it the gloss coat. And yeah, put on some more, antennas here and there, probes, Photo H1s. I did put those here on the side here, but of course they fell victim to the carpet monster. I had found one, but as soon as I grabbed it with the tweezers, it just flew off again, and it was like, oh man. So yeah, those aren't there. I think I have two extra ones that came with the set. So I'll see if I can put those on, but I'll probably wait till after. Well, no, I have to put them on before it's painted, because just in case with the super glue and all that. So yeah, I got that done. So now just waiting to paint the photo etch stuff on here before I give it that clear gloss. But before I do that, I managed to paint the missiles white. Happy. I just got two other ones that I need to paint, but those are different color. And these are ready to go on with the gloss coat, but since these are acrylic paints from Tamiya and Vallejo, I need to test one out with the good old Rust-Oleum clear coat and see if there's any reaction to that paint. And hopefully it'll be good to go. Then I can go on and proceed with the gloss coat. But I'll probably just be able to cover the missiles though, because it's not enough in there for the whole kit. And also finished the canopy. Right now I just gave it a coat of Future Floor from the inside, so thank God that fixed a lot of the scratches, so it's looking really clear right now, except maybe that little part right there. I couldn't sand that off from the super glue, but I got most of it off, so it's something. So now I just gotta wait for it to dry, and then I'll go ahead and give this a clear coat as well. But I'm not sure if I should just clear coat everything, or just give the window area without the frame just a coat of future. I'm not sure. I'll have to think about that and see how that goes. But so that's where I stand right now. I'm gonna go ahead and paint one of these missiles and see how the paint reacts with each other, how the paints react with each other, and we'll go from there. Alright, see you in the next bit. Alright, welcome to the next part. So, here we are. Oh man, I tell you, when it rains, it pours. I just realized, well, a while ago, that I had put the vertical stabilizers the wrong way. Yeah, God, this kid is really testing my patience. So anyways, I switched these around. They're still setting, but other than that, it's coming along. What have I done? Yeah, so I put the front part of the cockpit on there. It's looking good. Just used some Vallejo putty, water-based, to oops, sorry guys, sorry. Reaching out for this thing so I can show you while trying to film at the same time. So I used this ring here, this putty right here. Can't really see it, but it's in Spanish. Plastic clay, basically is what it says, but it's plastic putty. Really good stuff for like small little seam lines. This thing works like a charm. So what I did, I basically just covered up the seams and then went through it with a damp Q-tip. So it's looking good, but yeah, I still gotta do a little bit of work on there because you see that white spot right there? Yeah, that's from the fret, from the sprue. When I cut it off from the sprue, it kind of took a chunk with it. So, yeah, but no biggie. I'll get it fixed. It's looking good so far. I do have the head-up display installed. The co-pilots in the front is from the kit, the little clear piece, which it actually looks pretty good. And of course, the one for the pilot is from the photo etch piece. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Pushed the wrong little button on the screen. But anyways, so got that going there. Just waiting for it to dry so I can continue finessing it. I also did some detail painting here and there. Got the pitot tubes painted. Oh, come on. Focus. There we go. So got that painted. Did some little more detail work on the exhaust cans. I used some tester metallizer paints to kind of highlight some areas here, give it a little more detail. So that's pretty good. I actually found those colors in a hobby shop slash train hobby shop, I guess, and a diecast store up over here in Kaiserslautern. So that was pretty cool. I think I paid like €2 for each one. Well, €1.95. So I got 5 of them, and green zinc chromate too. So whenever I get around to my World War II planes, I have the color for that. But anyways, got that done. Painted up the the flare dispensers too with the burned iron, I think it was. Tester's Model Master metallizer paints. Excuse me. So that's done. And of course, detail paint here on the position lights. And I do have some of the missiles done too. These are ready to go. I just need to put the decals on. And I still gotta paint these though. But these are like a silver exhaust color, So grays and silvers there, so I gotta do these separate. And the canopy, I'm waiting. I need to go do some little bit of research because this doesn't come with a part to pose it open. So I gotta see if I can scratch build something to pose this canopy open, which I'm sure I can because there's a let me see if I can show you here. Let me see if I can get it close up and hopefully it'll focus. Yeah, so you see that little hole right there in the middle? Let me see if I can, right there. I think that's where the actuator goes to lift the canopy up, and of course there's a little third hole that goes in there. So I gotta figure out what to do so I can pose it open, of course, because closed it won't fit because of all the photo etch pieces back here. And if it'll focus, there you go. But it's getting close. Fortunately, that's all I can do this week, these 2 days, because yeah, gotta go back to work, and I don't have time to work on the kit during the week. So it's my 2 days off that I can work on it. So next week I'm hoping that I can finally clear coat this guy, do some washes and whatnot, weathering, and put the decals on. Well, decals, and then do the wash and weathering and all that stuff, and then give it a final satin clear coat, and it should be done. So yeah, but so far this is what it looks like. It's getting there. I do have 2 extra little sensors that go on the side here, but they're so tiny. God, I think I'm gonna lose them, but I'll wait till I'm done with everything and then glue them in place, because I'm afraid I'm gonna lose them if I keep going. But yeah, it's coming along. I also need to go online and check and see what color the intakes are too. But other than that, hopefully I'll be finished by next week. So I'll be able to post the final video before the contest ends, I guess. Well, not contest, but the group build. Oh yeah, and I still gotta paint the seatbelts too. But I'll do all that next week. I would take this to work to do the final detail painting and all that stuff, and probably even the clear coat, but I'm risking having this thing break or something, so I'll just wait till next week. But that's it. Stay tuned for the next part coming up next week, and hopefully the final presentation too. Alright guys, bye.